Okay, so this is a video on how to create the commands in Streamelements for your stream. All you have to do is you scroll down the left-hand side all the way down to chat commands over here, and you've got all these different kinds of commands that you can create. So the first thing I did was I went to default commands. These are the commands that come with Streamelements automatically, and you can just enable and disable majority of them in this section here. So for example, we have the 8-ball. This is where you can ask the magic 8-ball a question, and it'll say like a yes or a no sort of answer in the chat. It's currently, you can't enable it in here. You can only enable it in the module section, which is over here, the module section on the left. So I enabled it in the module section, that's why it's enabled here. So it says it's controlled by module settings. Accept is where someone is dueling another person and they want to accept the duel for their points. And that's also controlled in the module section. Accountage is how long a user has had an account for. So the person can type in this command here and see how long ago they made their account. Bet is where they can bet on a contest. I don't actually use that, so I'm not actually sure how that works. Cancel duel is if someone just started a duel with someone else and then they no longer want to duel with that person anymore, they can cancel it. Chat stats, I believe it opens up a link and they can see the statistics of the chat. I don't think I've ever used that before, to be honest. Exclamation mark command shows all of the commands in the stream. Contest is, you can create contests, I believe. I haven't used that before, so I'm not really sure what that is. Deny is if someone tries to duel you in your chat, you can type in deny to deny the request and not duel them. If you want to duel someone, you type in exclamation mark duel at their username and a number, and you can duel them for points. Exclamation mark emotes. I actually don't know this, so you can try and see what happens there. This is some sort of giveaway, which we've never done before. Followage is how long someone's been following your account for. This is about giving points to another user. I believe this is about a giveaway, which we haven't used before. Items is about what's in the store, which I explained in an earlier video. Join is joining a raffle, and you can choose how much the raffle is going to be. Leaderboard is the leaderboard for the point system. You can type in leaderboard points in the chat and it'll come up with the leaderboard in the chat as opposed to sending you to a link. Next, this is to do with song requests, which we don't use at all. Ping is how long the stream's been running for. Quotes, I'm not sure what they are, we don't use them ourselves. Redeeming is how to redeem store items. So they type in redeem and the command of the item to redeem items. Roulette is how they gamble their points. Slots is also a gambling option as well. And both of these are controlled by the module settings over here. Song is to do with song requests, which we don't use. Same with this one here. Exclamation mark tip will show the donation link and how someone can donate to you. So this is automatically set up by Streamelements, so you don't have to change anything here because it's got a code here saying channel.alias, meaning it's going to automatically update this if you change your channel name. Uptime is how long the stream's been running for. Vcache for us was it was our point system, I believe. And vote skips to do with changing the song time. Watch times, how long someone's been watching you for. This is another song request one. And there's some moderator commands here too, so you can start a bingo using this command. Exclamation mark bingo space Twitch is what we usually do. You can cancel a raffle. What else did we use? We don't use any of these here. So you can start a raffle here. You can see a song queue. You can start a raffle for a single viewer as opposed to multiple viewers. This is how you can give points to other viewers. This is how you can mute the bot. I'm not sure what some of these are. We don't use any of these down here at all. Yeah, so all these extra ones that you might want to look into if you're interested in those things and maybe just testing them out to see what they do. So then after, this is just the default that comes with Streamelements. After that, what I did was I go to custom commands and I create my own commands for how we want to run our own stream. And I have a lot of commands here. So I thought I'd just explain the main ones that we use so that you can have an idea of how you want to use them for your channel. So we do !GT for the gamer tag. It comes up with the gamer tag of the streamer. !Epic is for the Epic gamer tag for people on the computer and they want to add the Epic account, versus Xbox, they add the gamer tag. !Twitter, it'll just come up with the Twitter URL and explains why they should follow it and the benefit of it. !Stats, and it comes up with the Storm Shield website, and which basically talks a little bit about the schematics and the heroes that the streamer uses. !Best Space is just a YouTube video that comes up that we've created, but a lot of people request that video, so I turn it into a command. !PayPal, it comes up with our PayPal link. YouTube is for YouTube. Patreon comes up with the Patreon link. Rules, just put the rules there. Store link, this link to our store for using their points. We've got Discord for the Discord link. We've got !Trade, letting people know that we don't trade here. So whenever someone comes in the chat asking to trade for Save the World, I just type in !Trade and the note comes up. SSD, if you want help with their Storm Shield. !Can I play? Want to play with Vash? This is how much it costs. It's just an explanation there. I started a queue system, but you can't actually use queues in Streamelements, so I just manually would update it. It takes too much time, so I just manually do the queue myself. Those are the main ones. So then for every single store item, I created my own command so people can know how to actually redeem an item. So for example, !Stabsworth says, get a God of Shadow Shard Stabsworth melee for 1,000 points. You need to redeem a Play with Vash first to collect your item. Type in the chat, redeem Stabsworth yes. The yes tells us that you redeemed to Play with Vash. You can get 1 per day unless you provide the materials for more. 1,000 V points for a power level 106 Shadow Shard Stabsworth. So that's pretty much all of them. They say the same thing, but just the points change based on what they are. So we've got !subscribe for how they can subscribe. The donation is here. FAQ for any new people. And I added a leaderboard of the donations, the top donators. Then you can add your own command, plus new command up here. You can type in a command here, so let's just type in FAQ2. Let's just say we're going to add another FAQ. The user level is who can actually use this command, so it can be a subscriber, it can be a regular, a moderator, or a super moderator, or the broadcaster itself. So I just do regular, or I just leave it at everyone, basically. Anyone can use it. And the response is what's going to come up in the chat when you use that command. So I could say, these are the top commands in our channel, blah blah blah. And if you go to advanced, you can have a cost for how much it costs to use that command. I usually leave that empty. You can say when you want someone to be, when someone is able to use that command. So when you're online, when you're offline, or when you're both online and offline. You can hide the command from public pages, and then you can have a cooldown. So a user cooldown means if one user uses the command, they have to wait 15 seconds before they can use the command again. And a global cooldown means if one person uses the command, everyone has to wait 5 seconds before they can use that command again. So you can change how long the wait time is. The keywords here, keywords are alternative ways to trigger a command, and they can be anywhere in the message and do not need an exclamation mark. Okay. I don't believe I've ever used that before, so I'm not sure of how that works exactly. Aliases is different ways of triggering the command, so it could just be FAQ3 is another way of triggering the command as well as this. And then I'm not sure what the regular expression is, I don't use that myself. So I'm going to submit that, and then it just comes up on here, FAQ2 is now a command. And if I go to the chat, what I can do is go to the chat and type in !FAQ2, and it'll come up in the chat with Streamelements as a response. So that's the main way to use the commands. You can use them for your store items and how to redeem things. You can use it for donation links, subscribing links, your schedule and when you like to schedule, an FAQ of the top commands, and how to join the queue, what the rules are, and your social media links and your gamer tag names. Those are the main ones that we use, and commands have been really helpful in the chat. People use them all the time, and we like to sometimes make some funny little commands like !dinner with Vash and people like to figure out what the funny commands are in the chat and use that for some entertainment. So yeah, that's an overview of the commands. If you have any more questions, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to make some more videos in the future about Streamelements so you can stream in the smoothest way possible. Alright, I'll talk to you guys again soon.